Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hi, Media Hideout. I'm testing my audio. Testing 1, 2, 3. The mic can pick up everything. And I'm trying to combat an echo. I might need to do some offline troubleshooting. Happy full moon. I do hear the echo. Testing. What is that? Thank you, Media Hideout, for punching in. There is definitely media hiding out in my garage that I will get to share with you. Hey Cedric, thanks for coming in. Maybe it's just because it's in my headphones. I'm getting a delay. Maybe I don't even need my headphones. How does it sound like that? I know last stream I was having some echo, so I messed with a few of my settings, and I wanted to just jump on live real quick and see how it sounded. So thank you so much for popping in. I might just be getting a latency delay in my headphones. Hi, hello. I see Cedric is here. Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion is here. Sounds wonderful. Okay, good, because I fixed it where it's in both ears, but the bowls are supposed to resonate a lot, so that's kind of cool. And I think my sister just got home, so my dog might start to bark. I have such a great week coming up, and I just wanted to pop up on the tubes and tell you all thank you so much. This past week has been so exciting, and it has been so amazing, and I have enjoyed all the stories. I've enjoyed all the sharing. I love the audiophile community. I love my Steely Dan community. And I love all the things I'm learning about you. My hope with these live streams is that I can figure out how to get guests to come on. And I'm already talking with a couple of people about, getting some of our Steely Dan friends on and my friends in the Discord to talk about the second arrangement and all the amazing remixes they've been doing. It's great. It's great. It's so great. Hi, David. I just popped on this time, so, the only thing I can think of to let y'all know when and to maybe schedule a time is on maybe my Discord. If there's people here that are using Discord, I could put the link to it in the chat. I think that's a good place to tell you all when I'm going to stream. I'm super excited for the podcast coming up this week that I've been invited to join. And I will share all those details with you when I have them. But because it's fun to be super extra, I've been digging around in my dad's media, trying to find some fun clips to play on these podcasts for you all. Stories from Bruce Robb at Cherokee Studios, where they recorded Pretzel Logic, from Skunk Baxter. I have some amazing clips of them telling some fun stuff of the Wild West recording days. Oh, yay, David. I'm so looking forward to talking to you on Friday. I'm pulling some fun clips to share with you. My dad's take on vinyl. And this is actually his mic that I'm using, and I think it picks up things really well. So you might be even hearing outside noise. I'm not in a soundproof room, But for the podcast and stuff, I'll make a better attempt to get in a soundproof space. Oh no, why did your post today get pulled down, David? You did a post today and it got pulled down. You know what? I did a post today and it got pulled down. I was trying to post a video of us as kids in Hawaii with Walter Becker at his home in Maui, and YouTube kept deleting it, stating child safety guidelines, but like we were just having fun opening presents. Like, I'm so confused, but I'm just gonna leave it for now because I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, my post got pulled down today. They didn't like the child I don't know, actually. Maybe it was my sister screaming in the beginning, but I'm like, does YouTube understand kids from the 80s? Because they must just have their bots scouring the web for screaming children, I guess. I'll edit it out. But I was going to post the clip of Walter Becker playing ukulele so people didn't have to dig through my hour-and-a-half home video to find it. Now that I realize how much fun we all are having with these clips, I can definitely make more of an effort to make things a little more consumable and bite-sized for you all. Also, thanks to you out there in TV land, I made YouTube partner. It's not a big deal. I just hit monetize on my channel. I think there's going to be ads now. If those are annoying, I can take them down because I really don't think you make a lot of money from that. But it was a really big win for me having to made partner because I don't know. I spent like a year of my pandemic focusing on other people's channels and other people's streams. So it was really nice to be able to make partner on YouTube with you all. Yeah. Like, I don't want to annoy people with the ads, but I'll try it out and see how it goes. I think you make like 0.003 cents. So it's not like I want to annoy people, but I might as well try, right? So let's play some Asia, and I want to talk to you in the chat because guess what? Universal Music Group allows us to play Steely Dan. Warner Music Group does not allow us to play Steely Dan. When I've tried to post anything from Gaucho or IGY, Donald Fagen's The Nightfly, sorry, IGY. I tried to post my dog singing to IGY, which is from Donald Fagen's The Nightfly. It got taken down, but Universal is being friendly on the internet and they're allowing us to play music that they own. So let's play some of Asia and I'll join you in the chat.
This is the day of the expanding one's for real. I already bought the dream. So useless to ask me why. Throw a kiss and say goodbye. I'll make it this time. I'm ready to cross that fine line. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I
Okay, welcome back. I had to let it play out. I had to let it play out through the fade because the fade is also part of the song. Like, I know when you're at dance clubs and stuff, they mix songs and it's fun to keep the energy up, but listening here on YouTube and with you all, and I'm guessing when you're home, like, letting the song play to the fade, like, that was a choice. That was an artistic choice. And it's like you're taken on this journey and then they want to kind of leave you softly back onto the ground. So I love listening to the fade. I actually really love to hear how artists decide to end their tracks. And if you'll notice just then, there was like 3 or 4 seconds of silence. So I also love that choice that they gave us a few beats there to kind of appreciate what we just ingested sonically before they took us on to the next journey. Nice choice, Dad and company. I like that. So I'm going to look at your chat. Sorry if you hear the clicking of the typing because this mic is really good and it picks up a lot. But let's see what you all are saying in the chat. The hitmaker is supplying all the motivation you'll ever need, LOL. M. Solly, thanks for commenting. What does that mean? Steely Dan, the hitmaker? I'm pumped that y'all are motivated to see the stuff that I've been looking at for about 12 years now. When my dad died, he didn't leave any instructions, and he left us a hoard of stuff because he kept everything. That was his job. He had backups of everything, and he never knew when he needed to reference something. So I have really carefully gone through his stuff along with my sister and my mom to make sure we didn't throw any treasures away because, yeah, when he died, I looked at it and I went, this is treasure. And I knew I wanted to have a book done for him. Like we released a Recording 101 book back in 2013, and I knew there was a documentary in there, and I knew all the memorabilia from Steely Dan and John Denver were going to be exciting to look at one day. And then I started transferring home videos and all the DV cams. My dad was a documentarian. He would just carry around his little Sony DV cam everywhere. I'm pretty sure he was the only one recording in the studio. and we don't have a lot of early footage because if you think about it, the cameras back in the 70s and 80s were like the sizes of briefcases. So you couldn't discreetly just have this big camera with a huge battery pack in the studio. That didn't work. So I think it wasn't until that the cameras started getting smaller that my dad carried them around more frequently. And that's why we have all this 80s and 90s, 2000s footage. Oh my gosh, I love it. We have friends from Japan here. Hello. Okay, my friends from Japan. Did you see, I'll have to post that clip on its own, but did you see the concert where Steely Dan, did you see that concert clip of Steely Dan in Japan? Can we please talk about your audience? Your audience in Japan was amazing. Amazing. Everybody was up. Everybody was dancing. Like it was like the biggest rock concert they've ever been to. There was nobody in their seats. And then when they ended, it's like you didn't want them to go. The energy at the concert in Japan was so much fun to watch. Gary Goodman says, do you know if Donald and Walter ever recorded studio versions of Wet Side Story? That might be West Side Story and Cash Only Island. You know, I don't know those titles, so that might be a question for actually, I don't know. That might be a question for Elliot Shiner. You are still the little girl in the home video. Jim and Don Cutler, thanks for so much. Yes, my dad had a camera in his hand all of the time. Ken Turgan, hello from London. Great job. Thank you so much. Your second arrangement video gave me the chills. Beautiful. Sean James, 2 first names. Sean James, do you have 2 first names? Sean James. Thank you. I threw that video together. It was really organic, and it came from a really personal place because I think I mentioned in the description, ironically, what was going on in my personal life ended up being what was sung about in the second arrangement. I was going through a divorce. I had to move. My stuff was in bags. And then I threw in that footage of dad. Like, wow, y'all. That video gave me chills. Once I just kind of threw all this footage in there. And I did it really quick because I wanted to get that stuff, the DAT up there for you and the cassette tape. So I put that together fairly quickly once I made the decision that that's what we needed to do. But thanks, because that came from a really personal place. So I'm really happy that you appreciated it. So thanks for saying something. Looking good. Sounds great. Okay. Give it a think. Thank you. Great. Because I have some stuff coming up and I have to make sure I sound all right. Oof. Look, I apologize. I have to say I'm sorry to my audiophiles for not taking the time to denoise my home videos from the 90s. That is not my strong suit. If I had to do tech on it, you would never see them. It would just take too much time. So I'm just uploading. And so I'm happy y'all appreciate that because I can actually get stuff up without having to think about how to make it perfect. Because look, I am my father's daughter. And if my dad was in charge, this stuff would take a lot longer because it would be sounding great and whatever. Thank goodness y'all don't mind. So I appreciate you liking the rough stuff I'm throwing up there. Big Apple, Dan Vault. The Dan Vault. Yes, the Dan Vault. Glad I'm able to catch this stream. Love the cool footage uploads. The Dan Vault, I love what you've been doing with the uploads. We have some friends in the chat that have been finding the little Easter eggs through my hour and a half long videos that I threw up, which I think is actually great. I'm having a good time just putting the whole hour and a half up and seeing if you guys can find the gems, which you have. The Dan Vault has put together some really fun stuff to watch. Y'all have been cracking me up. Keep it up. It's also interesting to guess how they actually ended the song when recording. Okay, so great. Factoid. Ooh, Bushy Pop. Bushy Pop has a factoid. The video by your father shooting out of a hotel window is in Nagoya, Japan, based on the hotel across the way. Okay, Bushy Pop. Thank you. That's a great factoid. Because, yeah, I mean, feel free to comment factoids in the chats. If y'all pick up something from the videos I'm posting, I will gladly add that to the description because it is a lot of guesswork at this point. The only thing I have from these tapes is what my dad wrote on the tape, which was most of the time of the year, and the major things like Maui, Nashville, 1988. That's all that would be on the tape. Japan, Y2K. That's it. So I appreciate the factoids. So we've been here for about 30 minutes. I just did a random stream. I'm going to put, I just did a random stream because it's like riding a bike. Like I want to make sure that all my stuff is working for when we have guests. And also for these exciting podcasts I'm doing this week, which I'll share the information with you. You know what? Let me put my Discord in the chat. I know I have an email newsletter going on that I can email updates. But for those of you who are also on Discord, I find that's an easy way to just kind of chat really quick, like, hey, this is happening. Oh, look, I have a puppy. Hi, honey. So let me put the link to my Discord in the chat. I think it's also in my link tree, but let's see. Here's the Discord. If any of you use Discord, that is my own personal channel. We're also having a lot of fun in the Dan Fans Discord. I can also post on Facebook on my dad's like page, but to be honest, Facebook kind of throttles stuff, so I've been a little disheartened with using Facebook. Facebook will hide posts when you're trying to promote something, unless you pay for it to be boosted. Not a lot of people are seeing it, so Discord is a good way for us to just share information without any of like the social media aspect. It's pretty archaic, but it's a good way to communicate. Oh, everyone hits the notifications button on YouTube, you'll get notified. Okay, that's a good way. Yes, get notified for my random streams. I love it. I love it. Hopefully in the future, I'll have a little more of a plan and an organized time so we can make it a big deal. Like when there's a guest, or I'm going to be doing a cross stream with my friend from Adobe, my dad's protege, who helped us put together the Windows sample pack. And like I said, I have a few of you all out in the Dan world that I want to bring on to talk about your efforts in archiving the second arrangement. I have some new friends that created a AI Donald Fagen. Look, the world is wild right now. And I think it's great. I think it's great. The technology, it's coming. It's coming. And my dad was always on the bleeding edge. He called himself 5 milliseconds ahead of his time. That's what he really, really loved to say, that he was always 5 milliseconds ahead of his time. See, we all just have to embrace the technology and use it as tools, which is he did. Steve Priest, it's way past your bedtime. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing the archive. So amazing. I love it. I love that you love it. Because of all of the excitement, I am motivated to share as much as I can with you. Let's see if I have something fun today. I think we'll save it for when I'm more organized. I say, let's just end on another song from Asia. Because, like I said earlier, Universal Music will let us play Steely Dan, and we'll keep this YouTube up. Warner Music gets really mad, and they're like, no, and they take it down. Not that it matters. I mean, I could just mute that part of it, but for future reference, that's why you actually don't see anything from Gaucho or the Nightfly on social media. You can never use it. So unless you all have any more questions for me today, I just wanted to, like I said, pop on, check some of my tech. I think my audio is sounding better. I would love to have guests, but I won't spring that on any of you all at the moment. Let's see if I can leave you. Let's see if I can leave you with any little fun thing. Little fun nugget. Let's see what I can leave you with. I think my dog has to use the restroom. She's being very sweet. Let's see. Let's see if I can leave you with something fun today. Oh, this is good. My poor doggy has to use the restroom. The Dan Vault. Have you talked to Donald at all recently? I have not. I would love to, actually. The numbers that I have, I think, are old and disconnected. I tried to email him and it bounced back. I reached out to a few people in his circle and they would not, understandably, give me his phone number. So I have not talked to him recently. I have talked to Gary Katz recently. I have talked to Elliot Shiner recently. But yeah, no, I haven't talked to Donald. I saw him on a YouTube chat like 9 months ago, so maybe we could get him on to chat. That would be great. I'd love to talk to Donald. Bushy Pop, where did your father study nuclear engineering? So my dad studied nuclear engineering. I think it was a college in the Pacific Northwest, Washington or something. And then he worked at San Onofre. He actually opened San Onofre. He opened the San Onofre power plant just north of San Diego. And he would work at the power plant all day and then work in the studio all night. He told me a few times, I think he worked for 36 hours straight once, where he had to work all day, Steely Dan session all night, and then go back to work at the power plant. So he definitely had one of those lives where, like many of us, you just have to keep a couple things juggling until the one thing that you really want to do turns into the full-time gig. This is a fun clip of my dad, and that was really thoughtful, cool way to point out the fade out lets us down easy in the silence after the song gives it. Really like the way you think. Oh, thank you, Sean James. Thank you. Thanks. This is why I'm excited to have some of you on the stream as well. Get on my Discord if you want and let me know, and we can set up some times if you want to chat about it. I've had some interest in, so look. Hi from Tampa. Yukaya's guitar solos. Actually, before I play any more videos and share screen, I think my dog really has to go to the bathroom. So maybe I'll just answer a couple more things and then we'll cut it for today because it's 4th of July. Yay. I hope you all are having your yacht rocky kind of days and having some yacht rock time by the pool. But I actually forgot what I was saying. You grew up in an incredibly rich music environment. Are you a musician yourself? Oh, and this is what I was going to say about come on. You want to come here? You want to come here? I think this is my dog Zool. I think Zool has to go to the bathroom. So we'll just talk for a couple more minutes and then I'll take poor Zool out to the bathroom. So, are you a musician yourself? So, short answer is like no, but also at the moment I'm a sound therapist. So while I am not a musician, like, look, my poor dad, he really did try. I said, I love the bass guitar. And then he got me a bass guitar and he got me a bass amp and he got me bass lessons and I just couldn't stick with it. And I was like, I love the guitar. And they got me guitar and piano lessons. I love making music on the fly. Like I'll improv a song from the heart, but I am not a musician. I am not a classically trained musician. I was more of an entertainer, comedian, dancer, actor type who loved engaging with people. And I was employed in like the events and marketing world for a while. I worked in health and wellness. And I actually really got into health and wellness when my dad got sick and diagnosed with, cancer. I actually got even more involved in health and wellness and trying to help him. And that kind of put me on my own quest. I studied international relations at USC and I went to China. I studied Mandarin. I loved Beijing. I actually found out my dad was sick when I was in Beijing, and I went on a mission to find out some remedies they used for people that were fighting cancer, and they sent me home with reishi mushrooms. So I'm a big fan of health and wellness. And so, sorry that's a long-winded answer to I'm not a musician, but I have been using sound therapeutically. And I think that's really beautiful based on how I was raised. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. I've actually been really into vibrational medicine. I have a sound table where you play certain frequencies. And it's kind of like a massage for your nervous system. I have sound bowls. I do sound baths. And I'm really big into herbal medicine. I've been sober for 21 years. Yes, Bushy Pop. San Onofre Power Plant is visible from the I-5 freeway. Does anybody remember Naked Gun where he says, everywhere I look, I think of her. And then it pans to the San Onofre Power Plant. That was a good moment. There's still time. Learn an instrument. Okay, do sound bowls count? Playing sound bowls? Am I a percussionist now, actually? Am I a percussionist? I have sound bowls, Canary chimes, Tibetan bowls. Zool is super cool. Yes, she's my schnoodle. She's the love of my life. Hi from Philly. Yes, there is no Dana, only Zool. So let's wrap it up. I would love to take us out with another song from Asia. And join my Discord if you can, but put the notifications on if you want to see the next time I go live. This was a little impromptu. I wanted to play some music. Thank you all. And answer some questions. Next stream, I'm hoping to have some guests and organize the timing a little more. But thank you for those who just jumped on. Thank you. I hope you're having a safe holiday weekend. And let's take us out with a jam. Let's take the stream out with the funky. You're listening to Radio Simsy. And here we go.